So we continue with the family nursing. So the next is family-centered nursing approach. The four approaches included in the family, that is family as a context, family as a client, family as a system, family as a component of society. First one is family as a context. When the nurse views the family as a context, the primary focus is on health and development of an individual member existing within a specific environment. Although the nurse focuses the nursing process on the individual's health status, the nurse also assesses the extent to which the family provides the individual's basic needs. So when you go to the family, we have to assess how the family members are seeing to every individual's basic needs. These needs vary depending on the individual's development level and situation. Because families provide more than just material essentials, their ability to help the client meet psychological needs must also be considered. Family members may need direct interventions themselves. So you must have seen in your own family. Family members have to deal with old age people differently, children differently, sick people differently, like this, according to each one's psychological needs, according to the needs and problems each member has to deal, especially the authority in the family has to deal with them. So family as a context. Family as the client. The family is the foreground and individuals are in the background. So family is in the forefront. Individuals are there in the background. The family is seen as the sum of individuals' family members. The focus is concentrated on each and every individual as they affect the whole family. From this perspective, a nurse might ask a family member who has just become ill, tell me about what has been going on with your own health and how you perceive each family member responding to your mother's recent diagnosis of liver cancer. So when a person in the family gets sick, so when we go to the family, we have to ask the family members what all they have seen in this person, in this particular person, before they could get sick, and what all were the happenings. Family as a system. The focus is on family as a client, and it is viewed as an international system in which the whole is more than the sum of its parts. This approach focuses on the individual and family members become the target for nursing interventions. Example, the direct interaction between the parent and the child. The system approach to the family always implies that when something happens to one affected, it is important to understand that although theoretical and practical distinctions can be made between the family as a context and the family as a client, they are not necessarily mutually exclusive and both are often used simultaneously, such as with the perspective of the family as a system. Family as a component of society. The family is seen as one of the many institutions in society, along with health, educational, religious, or economic situation. So you must have seen there is a religious institution, economic institution, education institution. Just like that, family also is like one institution in a society. It is a very important thing. That is why family is considered like that. The family is a basic or primary unit of society. As all the other units, and they are all part of a larger system of society. Society means there are so many things. So family is part of that. The family as a whole interacts with other institutions to receive, exchange, or give communications and services. Community health nursing has drawn many of its clients from this perspective as it focuses on the interface between families and communities. Family health nursing practice, like any other nursing practice, begins with the nursing process. By using this process, the nurse practicing with family perspective is potentially able to effectively intervene at any of the levels. After an assessment of the individual's family need and suprasystem, the nurse is ready to begin to identify areas of concern or need. Now we go to the family health nursing process. Definition of family health nursing process. Family health nursing process is orderly, systematic steps to assess the health needs, plan, implement and evaluate the services to achieve the health. It is the systematic steps to analyze health problems and their solutions. It helps in achieving the desired goals of health promotion and prevention and control of health problems. So in the community, mainly we are having goal of health promotion, prevention and control of health problems. Otherwise, the systematic step, orderly step and the various steps is there in the nursing process, that all we follow same way. Family nursing process. The family nursing process suggested by these authors consists of the following steps adapted specifically with family as the focus group. Elements of family nursing process are assessment of client's problem, diagnosis of client's response needs that nurse can deal with, planning of client's care, implementation of care, evaluation of the success of implemented. Assessment of client's problem. The home health nurse assesses not only the healthcare demand of the client and family, but also the home and community environment. So that is the difference. When you take care of the patient in the hospital, we are not going and seeing the environment at home. But when you go to the family, we have to see the client, the family and also the environment. Assessment actually begins when the nurse contacts the client for the initial home visit and reviews documents received from the referral agency. So together with all these, you have to refer to the document which already the person is having, and then get a history of the previous things what is done for the client. The goal of the initial visit is to obtain a comprehensive clinical picture of the client's need. So like this we get a total picture of the client. During this initial home visit, the home health nurse obtains a health history from the client, examines the client, observes the relationship of the client and caregiver and assess the home and community environment. Parameters of assessment of the home environment include client and caregiver mobility, client ability to perform self-care, cleanliness of the environment, the availability of caregiver support, safety, food preparation, financial supports and the emotional status of the client and caregiver. So the assessment of the home environment means it is not only looking at the environment but all these important factors, whether the patient and the caregiver, whether they are able to move and do the things properly, and ability to self-care, cleanliness of the environment. All these are important things. How they prepare the food, what are the financial supports. Everything we have to have a observation and record and report whatever you have observed. Second one is diagnosis of client's response needs that nurse can deal with. As in other care environments, the nurse identifies both actual and potential client problems. Examples of common nursing diagnosis for home care include deficient knowledge, impaired home maintenance, and risk for caregiver role strain. Client education is considered a skill reimbursed by the Medicare and other commercial insurance carriers. It is important for the nurse to include deficient knowledge in the plan of care. The deficit in knowledge may relate to clients' lack of information about their disease process, medications and self-care skills and so on. So the deficient knowledge is one important thing we have to see. So many people don't know many things. So when we go there, talk to the people, understand how much they know regarding health, and then rectify everything according to your knowledge. And if you don't have knowledge of certain things, find out and tell them that you will tell them later on. Planning of clients care. During the planning phase, the nurse needs to encourage and permit client to make their own health management decisions. Alternatives may need to be suggested for some decisions. If the nurse identifies potential harm from a chosen course of action, strategies to meet the needs goals generally include teaching the client family techniques of care and identifying appropriate resources to assist the client and family maintaining self-sufficiency. So, during the planning phase, we have to teach them many things, do many things for them. uh, so, we have to prepare the whole thing. The planning phase, a nurse needs to encourage and permit clients to make their own health management decisions. We are not making the decisions. We have to find out whether you will be able to do this. Alternatives may be suggested. So, we have to find out whether whatever planning we have done, whether it will bring any harm to them. Strategies to meet the goals generally include teaching the client family techniques of care, identifying appropriate resources to assist the client. So, what can be done to do the care, the resources, the man, money, material, whatever resources is needed, whether the client can get it, whether they are self sufficient to do all this. Next is implementation of care. To implement the plan, the home health nurse performs nursing interventions, including teaching, coordinates and uses referrals and resources, provides and monitors all level of technical care, collaborates with other disciplines and providers, identifies clinical problems and solutions from research and other health literature, supervises auxiliary personnel and advocates for the client's right to self-determination. Technical skills commonly performed by home health nurses include blood pressure measurement, body fluid collection, blood, urine, stool and sputum, wound care, respiratory care, and all types of intravenous therapy, enteral nutrition, urinary catheterization, and renal dialysis. So, all the possible things you are doing in the hospital will be done according to the situation. Okay, so if something have to be done in future, we have to see what are the other alternatives we can do in order to do the things, in order to implement the care. Then evaluation and documenting of the success of implemented care. Evaluation is carried out by the nurse on subsequent home visits, observing the same parameters assessed on the initial home visit and relating findings to the expected outcomes or goals. The nurse can also teach caregivers parameters of evaluation so that they can obtain professional intervention if needed. Documentation of care given and the client's progress towards goal achievement at each visit is essential. Notes may also reflect plan for subsequent visits when the client may be sufficiently prepared for self-care and discharge from the agency. Okay, so evaluation is very important, documenting is very important. Whatever we have done, we have to evaluate, we have to document, observe continuously what is happening to the client and what is the outcome, the result of our goals, whether it is happening. We have to teach the caregivers parameters of evaluation. So if any other further help is needed, they can get. Documentation of care is very important to see the client's progress towards the goal. So all this is very important as we go for a home visit.